We're coming up right now on tract 18 at Fiery Fork Ridge. That's actually tract 17 on the left, on the right. And we're headed south, so the next property will be tract 18. We're on the private gravel easement road. This is a private road only for property owners. There is no through traffic because the road ends at the south end of Fiery Fork Ridge. So we've got a dead-end road that is private. So if you're concerned about privacy and if you're security-minded, this is a pretty great chance to get something on a private road. Now there you can see a T-post as well as a smaller wooden post, and there'll be a survey stake at the base of that wooden post. That means we made it to tract 18. It's fully surveyed with pins in the corners. Tract 18 is really a cool one. You can see we're looking basically at the northeast end, and we've got this open meadow, and then it transitions into mature timber. So it's flat here on the northeast end. And then as we keep going, I don't know how long I'll make this video, but tract 18 is pretty big. I'll pull off here for a minute. So here you've got an opportunity to have a campsite or your home or cabin here in the meadow. And if that's the case, it's pretty much done. It's ready to go. Usually I turn my truck off because it can be noisy, but it didn't want to start just a while ago at the store, so I'm just going to leave it running right now. So like I said, if you wanted to pull your RV or your truck or even your car directly in and spend the weekend, maybe pitch a tent, I mean, it's ready to go. There's nothing to do. I guess you could bring a weed whacker if you really want to clear this down and make it look like a lawn. Let's walk back into the timber and have a look. Oh, wow. This is timber. This has clearly not been logged. In fact, the only signs of any trees being cut that we were able to find out here at Fiery Fork Ridge were a couple little spots where the farmer had taken some personal firewood for his cook stove. But as far as any kind of logging on this property, there just hasn't been, not in my lifetime, not in at least 40 or 50 years. And you can tell, I mean, you could drive a truck back in here without having to clear out any brush or trees. That's a sure sign of big, mature timber, and this is all of that. We're looking at trees that are easily 50, 60, 80 years old. .20 and 24-inch and even 30-inch diameter on some of these trees. I mean, if you're looking for a property that you want to look like this, you pretty much have to buy one, because it takes more than a lifetime for trees like this to grow and develop. If you buy a property that's just been logged, and we sell some properties that have just been logged, and we love to do it. It's always reflected in the price, and it's a way to get into a property a little more cheaply. But if you buy a property that's just been logged, odds are, I don't know if I even want to put it this way, but odds are you won't live to see it look like this. Your kids might, or your grandkids might. But this is, if you want a property like this, you've got to go out and find it and buy it. Because if you wait for it to happen, I mean, we're looking at trees that are over 100 years old, some of these trees. This big monster oak here, that's 30 inches across at breast height. I guess that's where they measure them. And that's 100 years plus, more than likely. Or that's what I've been told. So the cool thing also about tract 18, in addition to the monster timber, is it stays fairly level. I'm back here several hundred feet now, and it is starting to slope down. But even now it's a gradual slope. And the entire west side directly borders the Fiery Fork Conservation Area, which is over 1,000 acres of public land. That's land that can be used for hunting, for camping, for recreation, for fishing, because the Fiery Fork Conservation Area directly borders the Niangara River for about a mile, and there are several access points. But the other nice thing about Fiery Fork Ridge is that there is private access for property owners only and their guests to the Little Niangara River, several hundred feet of frontage in the private easement area. And you can go down there, you can walk down, take your four-wheeler down, put in your canoe or your kayak or whatnot, your tube. You can fish from there, you can swim right there. It's wide and clear. It's a great place for swimming. I think this video is coming out kind of dark because I'm facing the sun here. But like I said, private access to the Little Niangara for property owners. It's not a public access area. So it's not a party spot for locals, it's only for property owners. Pretty amazing. And this mature timber just continues. I can see about 150 feet ahead of me, there's a pile of trees. That is from the road construction. So you'll see a couple piles of trees that had to be cleared. That was just for the road construction recently. Those trees, if you want to use them for firewood, you could certainly sell the logs. But that's not from a logging operation. And I'll just quickly mention that once you pay for the property in full, you are welcome to log it if you like. You can certainly do that and sell the timber, or you can sit here and let it grow. It's only getting bigger, so mature timber is a wise investment. An investment that you don't have to feed or look after, or I mean, these trees are just getting bigger every year. It's a nice, safe place to put your money. This is actually the first time I've really gotten a good chance to look at Tract 18, and I'm very impressed. Big mature timber, open meadow area here on the north. I think I'll hop in the truck. I'm trying to keep these videos short, but this property just has a lot going for it. I'll hop in the truck and we'll drive a little further south on Tract 18 so you can see how that looks as well. Because Tract 18 happens to have a tremendous amount of road frontage. Now, as I recall, it is level here on the north and northeast end. Like I said, you could pull right in, set up shop or build your home or cabin where it's already cleared, or you can go right back into that timber and clear some trees out for your site. Now here, as we go a little further south on Tract 18, it transitions from meadow directly into mature timber, as you can see on the right. And if you wanted a private site, this might even be preferable to that meadow if you wanted to build where no one could see you. But here it's still level. I'm back off the road probably 75 feet, 100 feet. This is still level. This is still definitely buildable. And again, we've got that beautiful mature timber. Tract 18 is pretty sweet. I like it a lot. And we're only 10 minutes out of Camdenton. 10 miles out of Lake of the Ozarks in Camdenton. You're going to have deer out here like crazy, turkey, of course. You can set up your home or cabin, and of course you can hunt on your own property, or you can venture into the 1,000 acres at the Fiery Fork Conservation Area, and you can hunt that as well. So you're not going to get bored out here. There's plenty for the kids to do with the river just half-mile away, the private access to the river. And Camdenton is kind of the main city at the Lake of the Ozarks, so there's a lot to do and see there. I mean, we're talking water parks, different shopping, and all kinds of stuff. Nice opportunity here. Tract 18 at Fiery Fork Ridge.